6:30 in the Mountain West, and we welcome you to our West Valley City Council meeting this evening. Let the roll call show that all members of the council are present. And this week's opening ceremony is brought to you by Councilmember Don Christensen. His final opening ceremony.
Thank you,
our
Mayor.
final weeks here, a couple of us.
Thank you, Mayor. Go ahead and start coming up, kids. Speaking to the council, especially, before many of you were born, I was attending LDS primary. And one of the songs that I learned planted a seed in my heart that developed into one of the many reasons that I try to serve and give back to my community. And I've coerced many of my grandchildren, all of whom live here in West Valley City, to share the first verse of that song with us tonight. And Dr. Arslinian has the music queued up for us. So, Dr. Arslinian.
Thank you, Councilman Christensen and his dear family, and we appreciate you and our community and the many things you do. I think this entire group you heard singing was over there setting up for Trees of Diversity just the other day, and the the Christensen family continues to give back to our city in so many ways. So thank you so much. Item 4 tonight, as far as special recognitions, do we have any scouts with us tonight that came working on the merit badge or anything? We do have some other special recognitions coming up. But first, let's take a look at our minutes.
Councilman-elect is here.
Thank you. I forgot to acknowledge we do have Councilman-elect Nordfeld with us. Yeah, we're getting used to you. In fact, you'll be up here come January and be a regular occurrence. Thank you. Item 5 is our minutes of November 19th. Council, any discussion or motion on this item?
Move for approval of the minutes of November 19th.
Second.
Okay, thank you both. Any discussion of those minutes? Okay, all in favor of approval say aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. Now we come to a special part of our meeting, the presentation of the English Achievement Awards. A couple years back we launched an English language initiative where we not only encourage people to learn other languages, but we certainly encourage people who are coming to this country to learn English as the common language that binds us together. And there's not a lot we can do, but there's some things we can do. One of those things is to show our appreciation and recognition of good men and women who are working hard to learn English. And so people who have completed an English class in the last few months will be recognized today with an English Achievement Award. Now, how we've done this in the past and how we'll do it this evening is we invite all who are able to come up here on this side over here by Councilman Vincent, and then we have you come up one by one and tell us your name and what country you're from. And that gives us an opportunity to recognize you. And so if you could please come gather up now.
There are several people out looking at their names on the charts and looking at certificates that need to get in here.
We'll send Dr. Arslanian out to work. Okay, so again, all of those who've completed an English course that we'll be recognizing tonight, please gather over here. Okay, awesome. Let's see, ma'am, could you please come first? Just tell us your name and what country you're from.
My name is Elizabeth Ramirez. I am from Mexico City.
Welcome, Elise. Now, just
Thank
wave
you.
it. Thank you. Next.
My name is Diane Jessup, and I'm here receiving certificates for my two students, Rima Afridi and Bismillah Afridi, daughter and mother.
And we'd like to ask them to stand. Because of religious reasons, they cannot be photographed, so they're there in the back. We would like you to still stand, please. Thank you. And you're both from Pakistan, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
My name is Sarat So. I'm from Cambodia. Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Sojan Satiri. I'm from Cambodia.
My name is Chang Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam.
My name is Mayra Paquita Bedoya. I am from Peru.
Hello, my name is Chesenia Esquivel and I'm from Mexico. Can I say something quickly?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity of being here and learning English. And the second thing, I would like to thank my husband, because if he hadn't supported me, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. And she brings up a great point. We know it's the family and the sponsors and the teachers all who have helped you get to this point. So we realize you don't do it by yourself, but you're part of a team. Next.
My name is Lily Hernandez. I'm from Mexico. Hi, my name is Ana Guerrero. I'm from Mexico.
Hey, anyone else tonight? Okay, we'd like to do a group photograph at the front. So if all of our English language learners could come forward, please. Right here.
Sponsor, did you want to come up? It's up to you.
necessarily.
It's up to you. Whatever you want.
Okay, I'll come over.
Okay, now, walk this way. Walk this way just a little more. Okay, stop. Equals. A little bit more. Okay, sir, a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And then we've got room. There we go. Right in between the girls. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Almost for sure. Get out of the way, you guys can take yours.
Elaine, take a picture.
Paparazzi.
Thank you. Can we shake your hands? Yep, Hunter High. I think we did.
We noticed some scouts that just arrived, and gentlemen, we're doing what we do 3 or 4 times a year with honoring some of the English language learners. We have good people who have come to our city from Mexico, Pakistan, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Peru that we recognized for completing English classes. And we encourage them all to continue to study English and continue to do well in your time in America and be productive members of society in our city. And we appreciate your efforts and applaud your efforts. And because we think so much of you, we're okay if you leave early. In fact, your certificates are on a table out there organized by school. And thank you once again for coming. Now Scouts, when we do have Scouts come, we do have one of the senior patrol leader or another boy leader come up to the microphone and tell us your name, your troop number, and what badge you're working on tonight. Is there someone who could do that for us?
Okay, so we're Troop 796. We have come here so that we can work on 2 merit badges mostly. The first one is communications, and the second one is citizenship in the community.
Great. What school do you guys live by? Just so we kind of know what part.
We live mostly near Valley Junior High.
Okay, very good. Well, welcome. Good to have you, gentlemen. Thank you. All right, we have a proclamation declaring today, December 3rd, as Giving Tuesday in West Valley City. And I missed in my notes who we had reading that. That's what I thought. Councilman Vincent, if you could read that on our behalf, please.
A proclamation declaring December 3rd, 2013 as Giving Tuesday in West Valley City. Whereas Giving Tuesday was established as a national day of giving on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving, and whereas Giving Tuesday is a celebration of philanthropy, volunteerism, where people give whatever they are able to give, and whereas Giving Tuesday is a day where citizens work together to share commitments, rally for favorite causes, build a stronger community, and think about other people. And whereas it is fitting and proper on Giving Tuesday and on every day to recognize the tremendous impact of philanthropy, volunteerism, and community service in West Valley City. And whereas Giving Tuesday is an opportunity to encourage citizens to serve others throughout this holiday season and during other times of the year. Now therefore, we, the mayor, and the city council of West Valley City do hereby proclaim December 3rd, 2013 2013 is Giving Tuesday in West Valley City. Encourage all citizens to join together to give back to the community in ways that is personally meaningful.
Great, thank you. Item 7 tonight is our comment period, and I don't see anyone that's signed up for our public comments tonight. Mr. City Manager, any comments you have this evening?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, anyone on the council with any comments? Okay, we're easy tonight. Resolution, first one to look at is 13-169. Mr. Pyle, could you please introduce this one?
Thank you, sir. This is a resolution that would adopt a change order for our pedestrian suspension bridge. It's currently being built over at Redwood. It's close to Redwood, but by the Jordan River. We recently had a requirement put upon us that changed the design of the bridge, in effect lifting it 2 feet above the elevation that was originally planned. And in order to accomplish that, we have to have a firmer, a stronger, stable base, which involves longer and deeper pilings upon which to set the bridge. In any event, the change orders we're requesting it's $100,000.
Okay, thank you. Council, any discussion or comments or a motion on this item?
Move to approve resolution 13-169.
Second.
Okay, thank you both. I think our photographer Kevin Condi left, but he's taken a few pictures so far of that bridge as it's began construction. It's exciting to see it come together. Any discussions or further comment on this item? Okay, all in favor of approval of 169, say aye.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. Let's see, item 13-170, Mr. Pyle.
Thank you, sir. We make purchases for the light vehicle replacement list throughout the year. Usually that comes in a batch of a number of them. In this particular case, it's one vehicle for the city administration division. In particular, it's actually my vehicle that we'd be replacing. The vehicle I currently drive, we would be moving to another one of the divisions with the aim of using it to be able to free up another vehicle with lower mileage and be able to move that along in a more efficient way.
Okay, thank you. We had some good discussion last week in our study meeting about some of the rotations we're doing to maximize miles and test out different vehicles and those sorts of things. Is there a motion to approve this item, 13-170?
Motion to approve resolution 13-170.
Second. Okay, thank you both. Any discussion or further questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It appears to be unanimous. 171, Mr. Pyle.
Thank you, sir. This last resolution would ratify the appointment of Ms. Clover Meters to the Planning Commission for the term of December 3rd, 2013 to July 1st, 2014.
Thank you. I didn't see Ms. Meters here this evening. Sometimes they come, sometimes not. We did get to meet her when she was placed on the Board of Adjustments a few months back, and now she's migrating over to the Planning Commission. Any discussion or motion on this one?
13-171.
Second.
Okay, thank you both. Any discussion there?
You know, this is a shorter term, but I hope that with Ms. Meter's experience at the Board of Adjustments and getting acquainted with the Planning Commission, that she'll be a real asset, and hope that her service is long and fruitful.
Okay, thank you. All in favor of approval of 171, say aye.
Aye.
That also passes. We do have one item of unfinished business tonight.
Thank you, sir. This is application PUD 4-2013 filed by Henry Walker Homes for final plat approval. We've had a lot of discussion on this project and a request for information, for further information from the council. In going back and working with the developer in question, they've asked for a continuance of this so they can work on providing that information.
Great, thank you. Any discussion or motion on this item?
Mayor, I would move that we continue PUD 4-2013 to a date uncertain.
Second. Okay, any further discussion of this motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
This PUD application has been continued indefinitely. Any need for executive session tonight by anybody? Okay, then we'll come to item 11, which is to adjourn the city council meeting. But you'll see, Scouts, that we have a few other short meetings right after this, and so hang tight.
Call to order the redevelopment agency of West Valley City. We've had our opening ceremony and roll call show that all are present. We have the minutes of the November 5th meeting that need to be approved.
I'll move for approval.
Second?
A motion and a second. Any comments to the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Looks like we have one item on our one resolution. I'll turn the time over to city manager for that.
Thank you, sir. We are proposing a South Redwood Road Urban Renewal Survey area. And the purpose for this would be to examine and take the initial step towards creating, if proved viable and feasible, an urban renewal area within the RDA. The location of approximately Redwood Road, maybe that's what I was referring to earlier, thinking about, from 3650 south to 4100 south.
Okay, I wasn't here for the discussion, so I might have just a few questions. It appears that the lines are drawn just primarily around commercial properties.
That's correct. There is no residential area that's included in the survey area.
Is there residential areas that should be included, or?
That's not proposed, and the residential areas that are along that corridor, and I know we've got the map there that you all can see, are mostly multifamily, and we're satisfied, at least in whole, or generally, that those areas are in good, viable condition for their function as they've been designed, and aesthetics and all those sorts of things that you would be thinking about, looking at when you're looking at the possibility of forming a new urban renewal area. Sorry, the language is changing there from the old redevelopment project concept. And anyway, the focus was primarily on the commercial areas, sir, so that's what we're proposing.
The reason why I ask is I see that mobile home park that's just to the south of where the carpet barn used to be. And I don't know what kind of condition that mobile home park's in, and whether that is something we ought to consider. Or...
It's a good observation. We actually did talk a little bit, not a whole lot, about the mobile home park in the earlier meeting, just basically identifying that it was not actually included in the area. Then I would say that probably, actually I haven't been in there myself for a little while, but from what I understand, the park is actually in pretty decent shape, has been improved over the years.
I might add, Mr. Chair, that we had some information from our economic development director that about 45% of the properties there are for sale right now. The 40-year lease on the Kmart's up, for example, and some other big key properties in there, and so it's an opportunity to hopefully leverage the URA, urban renewal area, to help jumpstart some of the new development and attract some potential buyers there that would do something good with it.
So once we go through this study, are we going to go through the process to designate what we want this area to be, whether we want it to be commercial, whether we want it to be
Yes.
Mixed use? I mean, so we'll go through that process once that's...
There's a plan.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep, that's right.
I think a lot of this just has to do, in my understanding, is just to study it, because we talked a little bit about the outdoor movie drive-in, and in some ways to where it's a pretty unique property, and that, I don't know what you compare it to, what you study it, but at least it has some options at some point.
I know quite a number of years ago, we were having this same discussion, and I had some conversations with then Mayor Russ Wall about what they had plans for the property just to the south, with that kind of dying commercial piece of property.
Carriage Square.
Yeah. Are we going to have some conversations with them so that whatever we do, at least at that intersection, makes sense?
Absolutely. In fact, we've continued those conversations. That we didn't just end those at some point because one side or the other was planning or not planning to do anything. They're not what I would call monthly conversations, but periodically we check in with each other to see if the situation has changed, if we have new plans, maybe a latest iteration of that discussion involved the joint planning effort concerning the bus rapid transit, or at least the discussion about possibly having a bus rapid transit line along the line. So in the other part of the answer to that is yes, we will continue those conversations as well.
So we have a resolution before us. We have a motion.
I'll move for approval.
Second?
A motion and a second. I imagine we've had all the discussion we need, so I'll call for a vote.
Aye.
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 All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Looks like nothing else. We'll adjourn this meeting.
Call to order the Housing Authority. Note that we've had an opening ceremony, our roll call and all is present. We have the minutes from November 5th. Any motion or discussion?
Madam Chair, I move for approval of the minutes of November 5th, 2013.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any communications or report?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Then we will adjourn.
Call the order regular meeting of the Westwood City Municipal Building Authority tonight. Open ceremonies, Councilman Van Christensen has done earlier. Roll call. Everybody, every member, council member here, and the mayor is here. Number 4, the approval of minutes. So, anyone to make a motion for this?
I'll move for approval, Mr. Chair, of the June 4th minutes.
Second?
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Number 5, item communication. And number 6, report of the chief executive officer. Number 7, resolution 13-04, Mr. Pyle. Is there anything you can say about this?
Yes, thank you, sir. So this resolution would authorize a reconveyance of property, and in this specific instance, what we're talking about is the Family Fitness Center that's located over approximately 5600 West and 3100 South. Back in the year 2000 or 1999, whenever it was built and originally financed, it was structured under the umbrella of the building authority. And as long as that original financing remained in place, needed to stay under the building authority. However, we refinanced the project in 2010, and at that time, that restriction or that requirement went away. And so we are now proposing to reconvey that property to the city.
Well, council member, what do you have in mind? What are any motion or comment?
Just a question. So this was back in 2010. Why wouldn't we do this as a matter of course right after the refinance? Why wait 3 years?
We just may not have caught it or seen it. This is really basically a house cleaning item.
I would make a motion then that we clean house and approve 13-04.
Second?
Thank you. All in your favor, please say aye for the resolution 13-04.
Aye.
Thank you. Number 8, nothing else, so adjourn.